I take a certain pride in the multicultural atmosphere we are slowly growing in St. Louis, and people from various parts of the world moving here. But I would have to say that Marie Christine Williams here probably has the most fascinating, most compelling story of someone who has moved here from Rwanda. Marie, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
And you've written a book
about it, right.
And your picture is right on the cover. How do you describe your book when you first meet someone?
Okay, every time I meet someone and they ask me about my book, I always tell them about how you can move beyond your past and look towards the future.
And the book is called, so we don't forget to say it, The Dark Side of Human Nature. I mean, right there.
Yes.
The Rwandan massacre of April, July 1994. Many people remember the movie. It's a personal story. You were in Rwanda as a teenager at the time of that massacre, weren't you not?
Actually, I grew up there. And everything started when I was 14 years old, where everything went upside down and people started really killing each other. It was very painful to watch.
Well, now, you were in the midst of a civil war for a few years already at that point, right? Were you aware of that?
Yes, we were, but we didn't know how bad it was going to be.
Oh, well, I'm really worried about this interview because I'm going to get so upset. And if you're going to get upset, I'm definitely going to get upset.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
Actually, I'm used to talk about. I have to talk about this.
Sure,
I got to.
So
now, you were a Tutsi.
Tutsi, yes.
And the Hutu were the ones massacring.
Yes.
So you were on the bad side of a civil war.
Yes. Because I'm also mixed. It made it even worse for me.
Oh, so both sides were against you. Is that right?
Yeah, everybody was against me because I'm a mixed. My mother, she's half French, half Romanian. Yes, it was.
And you have a beautiful accent, but did you grow up speaking English?
I grew up speaking French in the Rwandan.
And other children spoke French, or just because of your mother?
They all spoke French because Rwanda was French colony in the Belgium.
Marie, many people are going to ask, so let's get this out in the open right now. How did you end up in St. Louis?
Yes.
Oh, that's a very good question. I was married to American military police who was in Iraq since 2003. And he ended up dying in end of 2008.
In Iraq?
Oh, my.
Yeah, but also we have a son together. His name is Sean Williams. He's a cute little boy, and he motivated me to stay here for him to get to know his family.
Your husband was from St. Louis?
Yes, my husband was from St. Louis.
Do you have any other family from Rwanda here in St. Louis?
Actually, all my family got massacred in 1994. I had 5 brothers and 2 sisters. My 5 brothers died, and my sister survived, and she died actually in a car accident 5 years after the war.
Goodness. How did you escape? How did you not get massacred with all of those, with all that genocide going on?
Okay, that's a very good question. I believe that God protected me for a reason. I watched my house burning. I heard my family screaming in home. I started running in the jungle. I went to the neighbors and knocked on the doors for help. They didn't want to help me. Actually, my neighbor shot me in the leg, and he told me that if I don't run as quickly as I can, he doesn't want any cockroach or Tutsis in the home. So, yeah, I was in the jungle for quite a while, and I got tortured. I got locked up in the schools, in the churches. It was really horrible.
You were living on the street. You watched your family die in the fire in the house?
Not only my family, my neighbors died, my best friends died. I lost everyone I possibly knew in my entire life.
Now, we all know today from the news, from the movie, that the UN troops just stood by and basically watched it happen. What do you think about that today?
Actually, I experienced it because it's also in my book. I remember kind of like I was very in bad shape. I was very naked for 3 months, running around. I remember seeing a UN truck. I was in my hiding spot. I got up. I started running towards the street. I waved, asking for help. They stopped the car. They said, "We can take you. We cannot take you. We cannot hide you." So I have to run back and go back where I was hiding. But as soon as I was running back towards the bushes, I saw the Hutus with the machetes running towards the truck. So that truck actually got attacked. I think
Really?
the reason why they didn't want to help me, is the reason because
They had the same fear everyone else had.
they got attacked,
Yeah.
not even 2 minutes away. They got attacked by those Hutus, and they also got killed.
What was the moment of freedom? How did you go from being there to finding your life again? Did someone find you? Did you find someone?
Actually, it started when I found a little baby. Her name is Angelique, laying beside her mom and dad and brothers were killed. I grabbed that little baby. While I was running that kid, I did my best, as best as I could. I couldn't even walk. I was hungry. They cut me. They wrapped me up with that little baby somewhere. It was so many women and children. Every time they would come and pick which one they want to take, and of course rape and kill. But they never chose me because I was too young. And so they took us towards the bridge. And they started it, putting everybody on a run, cutting them up. I decided to run. The guy shot me in the leg, and I'm holding that baby tight. And the baby's crying. He grabbed me back towards the bridge. I remember the first machete on my face, and the second one is I was gone. Everybody they killed, they threw them off the bridge. It was probably 10 feet down. I guess I landed in water or on something that protected me in a way. I was found 2-3 weeks after, I think.
And you had the baby with you?
The baby, actually, she's alive. She survived. She's 24 years old today.
Do you know where she is today?
Yeah, she's in one of my home in Rwanda. I can't take care of orphans or so.
Yes.
I help her. She goes to school. She's beautiful today, and she's a really amazing girl.
Wow. Thanks for sharing the story.
Thank
It's
you
called
for
The Dark Side of Human Nature, and indeed it is. The Rwandan Massacre of April-July 1994, a personal story by Marie Christine Williams. Thank you, Marie.
Thank you for having me.
That's such a powerful, powerful segment. And it's been possible through the generosity of Nighthawk Security. They're locally owned and locally monitored. Home and business security for the St. Louis metro area. They've been in business for over 40 years. They will install your security system or take an existing system. Call 846-4600 and ask for Joe.